All right, and we're back. Why don't you introduce yourself, the run, and count down when you're ready?
Yep. My name's Aquas, and I'm gonna be running Ghosts and Demons. This is Ghosts and Goblins fan game made by one guy. His name is Bonus JZ, and I'm gonna count us down here. We'll just get right into it, and I'll talk about other junk. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing the night mode. That's the normal mode, and then it's gonna be ultimate challenge run. So basically, this is gotta play through the game twice. Second time is gonna be harder. But that's what Ultimate Challenge means. It refers to a 2-loop playthrough for the true ending. Alright, let's start it off. In 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, so like I say, Ghosts and Goblins fan game. Made by one guy, Bonus JZ. It's kind of a recreation of a different Ghosts and Goblins game, an official one called Fangame, which is the Japanese name for Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, but that's the Fangame on the Wonder Swan, which is an old handheld console. So the game has like a lot of like art and some things like that, and some things like this. My game just lagged a whole bunch right there. It has like a bunch of the art and stuff kind of from that game. But this is pretty much a complete new game. But yeah, you're gonna have it like kind of play like a Ghosts and Goblins game, but Arthur, the main character, is gonna have a lot more ability, like movement options that he can do. Yeah, so I actually gotta fight this guy proper here. If I had my armor, I could just like backflip into that enemy, but since I took an early hit, I'm unable to do that. So like when you have the backflip here, it's invincible on the way up, and also deals damage when you like kick him with it. But yeah, you have like the silver armor and the gold armor. When you're in the gold armor, you can use like sword abilities. And when you're in the steel armor, you can do a ground pound in midair. And you can do that after a single jump or a double jump. You do not have access to the ground pound when you lose the armor. And your backflip can't do damage when you lose the armor. I'll talk about like the gold armor abilities as we see them, but you're able to like shoot your weapon more frequently, which is one good thing about gold armor. But all the sword abilities, you have like a few different sword abilities, including like a DuckTales kind of pogo. So I'll be pogoing off at enemies eventually here. But yeah, so you have like the backflip, you have the ground pound, and you also have the double jump, and you can only fire left and right. So the double jump and firing left and right, you might be familiar with that setup from Super Ghouls and Ghosts on the Super Nintendo. So they kind of have that Super Ghouls and Ghosts style going on for the gameplay in this game, which is cool. Yeah, and then you have like your hidden chests, so now that you can reveal by going over like certain spots. This is like a series staple mechanic. Then you saw me use the pogo there. Yeah, so now I can use that. I can have an extra projectile on screen. It's really good for the damage. And this weapon I'm using right here is actually like one of the better weapons. But I'm still looking for something else. so this is cool. We got got a castle coming after you. Oh yeah, so you have like this uppercut. You have an uppercut which hits multiple times with the gold armor. I'll use that when I get the opportunity. Just a straight up like planted sword stab, and then you have the pogo. So you have like these 3 attacks with the sword with the gold armor. The uppercut and the sword stab and the pogo, they're all very useful tools to have for dealing out the damage. And then yeah, so we have like a optional path here. I'm gonna take the right path, and then on the second loop, the second run through, I'll have to take the left path at that junction. But taking this fire stage here is gonna be slightly easier, more or less. Now that shield, I could have switched to that, but it's not really what I want to use. It's really weak. Something else dropped back there, but I'm not sure what it was. It was so far back. And then there's the first usage of the uppercut. Kills the red armor in one go. Nice. Yeah, because what I want for the boss of this next level is a ranged weapon. Yeah, going back to get this is really not a good idea. Yeah, it's just I'm not gonna get it. You really can't go back to get that, but I do need like a ranged weapon for the boss of this level. If I don't get a ranged weapon, it's super tough. So I probably should have grabbed that shield back there, but well, I'm probably gonna get something. But if I don't get a ranged weapon, once I get hit in the fight, it's gonna take a lot longer. I probably should have grabbed the shield, especially since it's marathon and all. But it's fine. It's fine. You just have to play a keep away like severely if you lose the gold armor. But yeah, the nice thing about the pogo, using that, is you do get some air control. So as soon as you initiate the pogo in midair, you can actually kind of swerve around, which is nice. You can use that for some emergency evasion. Okay, so we did get a shield after all, and I am going to want to pick that up. Yeah, this is essentially a ranged fight, but I'm going to play it close range as much as possible. By just like pogoing on top of the boss like this. So we just got rid of the one hand there, and now we're trying to get rid of the other one. Meanwhile, like, this weapon's nice because it has projectile destruction. So this boss is firing some projectiles, but if I didn't have this weapon, I'd have to dodge them. This is a little awkward. Damn it. This is kind of awkward because this weapon's still like not great for this. Because he's gonna go to like this like big fireball phase eventually here. This just takes a while because this weapon's really weak. But if I attack him at the wrong moment, it's gonna force him into this next phase. He's probably gonna go into it anyways, but do get to dodge like these giant fireballs when he does this. There's the giant one. Yeah, so I had to slow down quite a bit because I just didn't have a great weapon.
I will not forsake my duties.
But yeah, like I say, this game's it's actually made by one guy over the course of 10 years, and the game runs on the Beats of Rage engine. So Beats of Rage was old game making engine for people who didn't know how to program. can make fighters. It was originally made for like making like beat 'em ups. But then like yeah, like this was really old game making software. This is from like they actually had Beats of Rage on DOS. You can switch weapons here, so it'll be a little bit better. But as time went on, the engine became open source, and some different types of games are made for it, including like some platformers. They're able to make now platformers on in the engine. Yeah, I guess I'll take this weapon. So the torch is not bad. Still not ideal here. We want to get a cross weapon, which will be projectile destruction and heavy damage. We're gonna have a pretty crazy platforming section here, and I'm gonna use that backflip to get around a bit. My game lags occasionally here. Yeah, so if you are, you probably had noticed too, like some of the sounds are from some different games. You might be recognizing some of the sounds. That's because a lot of the sounds are taken from various arcade games and some other popular games. I think there's some stuff from Resident Evil, Symphony of the Night, Smash Brothers, all sorts of stuff. And then some of the there is some graphical tributes as well in the background as well to some various games. I can maybe point out a couple, but it's not a lot. But yeah, the game did officially release in 2015. Yeah, 2015. And I've been basically playing it since about 2016, or maybe it was early 2017. Yeah, it's a really good action game. If you're into these type of games. Okay, so there's the weapon I was looking for. Doesn't feel like it's been that long, but yeah, it has. Yeah, so the red chests have random content. It can be a weapon, the magician that tries to transform you. It can be a point item. Or a goddess that gives you invincibility, or yeah, weapon drop, or armor. And you know, the armor drop is pretty random. Alright, so we can use the various gold armor tools here. Oh god. The uppercut here. And now I just have to use the backflips to hit him. Of course, all the actions he's taking are random here. Okay, now to get to the second loop, I have to break open 40 red or green chests. Yeah, there's the goddess, by the way. So I usually try to destroy 41 of them, so I can make sure I get 40. You also need to hit a score requirement for the second loop or the ultimate challenge, which will allow us to actually do the true ending and the true final boss. So we're still in the first loop run through here. But this is the final level of the first loop. Hopefully I've got enough chests, probably. But I usually do get one extra. Oh. Okay. This is a really brutal level. The random spawns are pretty ridiculous. And, you know, you can't really see a lot on screen. That is one of the difficulties of the game. Is like the gameplay field is pretty zoomed in, so one of the strategies I'll use to deal with these random enemies is I'll just let them spawn and then I'll just run past them, and then they'll have to eventually they'll despawn or whatever, but that makes it so they don't spawn right in front of me, like, or on top of me, which can happen a lot. Alright, we got Astaroth here. So, like, once again, the cross has just projectile destruction, don't have to worry about the fire, and it just does a lot of damage. We have some more hidden chests here. I think we're looking good on the chest situation. I don't think I forgot any in my route. If I didn't get 40, I'm gonna be really surprised. Alright, here's Tiamat. Token fan service. Just gonna stay close to bait out this attack. Now all 3 heads are targets now. And it's gonna stomp around and spawn some skeletons and shoot some fireballs at me, but I can watch the heads, so I can know when they're gonna fire. Yeah, Tiamat transforms into the Hydra there. Final stage, but there's one more boss. There's a boss stage, and then it's the end of the first loop. So we now fight Azazel. And the game does take a while to load your first time loading up the level, so that's why it's taking so long there. It's just loading. But if you do try this game on your own, just keep in mind that the first time the game boots up, it takes a long time to boot up. So you gotta be patient. It's like I say, it's a really old game engine. Oh, oops. Ah, crap, I wasn't fast enough. I was trying to pogo off the back of the foot, but I wasn't fast enough. So the foot just kinda superseded my pogo there. Yeah, so without gold armor, I'm gonna have way less damage and possibly die here as well. But yeah, that was a little clumsy there. I forgot that I need to be really fast with the pogo on the second foot. Here, the strategy I'm gonna be doing here is basically just letting the boss do something, and then I can react to that with my own thing. But if I try like to get attacks in when it's not my turn, I can easily get punished here. So just Zazel is doing random stuff. Once the health is low, you can use a low HP attack, which is really annoying. So we can wiggle your butt. That's the game has a shoot. It has a gesture button, so that's one of the useful gestures. You can lower Arthur's hitbox with the butt wiggle. And this is the low HP attack. And yeah, he can actually just keep using this repeatedly, which gets really annoying. Yep, so he's gonna use it again. Yeah, that butt wiggle will be useful a couple other spots. Not just that attack, but actually the hand attacks on this boss as well. It avoids them. Pretty cool. Fortunately, this just wastes so much time. And I think I still need a couple. I think I still need some more hits here. There we go, finally. So I should say the story is not over, assuming I got 40 chests and 600,000 points. Yeah, there we go. So that means go to the ultimate challenge, aka the game's second loop. If you know Ghosts and Goblins series, you know that to truly beat the game, you gotta play through the game twice. Usually you get a unique weapon in the second loop, and that's going to be the case in this game as well. A fireball weapon can drop once you have 300,000 points. So it didn't drop yet, but you do need that weapon to go to the final boss. But it turns out that this weapon is actually the best weapon. So we'll just get that and stick with that. But yeah, so the lives are converted into score at the end of the first loop. And that score pushed me over the score threshold needed to get the 600,000 point score threshold for the second loop. So you gotta not die too much, get some extra lives if possible, and then you get this screen. You proved worthy, prepare for ultimate challenge. Okay, so the game gets a lot harder on the second loop. There's gonna be like new enemy placements. Bosses we're gonna have new attacks. I don't remember if the bosses have more damage in the second loop, or health in the second loop. I think they might. And then like the spawn rate of the enemies is going to be like a lot higher as well. So I got all my lives cashed in, so I'm starting the game with no lives, and I'll have to get them. Okay, and then there's that weapon I was talking about. Nice. So it's essentially like a dagger weapon. It's just a forward shooting projectile. Actually, is kind of like the dagger. How? Oh, what the heck? That was crazy. And a zombie spawned, and then and then I reacted to that one, but then the second zombie spawned right on top of him. Ugh. Also wanted to mention perfects. Oh crap. When you beat a level without taking a hit, you can get a perfect, and those gives you extra lives. Yeah, so unfortunately I'm not going to get the perfect on stage 1 here. And I'm also not going to have gold armor for the boss. There's going to be one more guaranteed armor. So the green chests are guaranteed armor. So at least we'll have the armor for the boss. And then furthermore, like this weapon does critical hits when you're at close range. So also like the weapon you get in the main G&G games, it does more damage up close. Yeah. You really want those lives because, well, in the ultimate challenge here, continues are not allowed. So this is very much not a marathon safe game at all. So if I game over, I'm just done. I'm not gonna redo the run at this point. Yeah, very marathon unsafe, but I'm pretty decent at it, so it should be fine. Yeah, but I don't want to jinx it though, because yeah, game doesn't play. So I'm already down 1 life, but it's pretty important to like have gold armor in this level and stuff. So like this is a pretty tough level for second loop. But I don't know. I think it'll be fine. Just gotta not self-commentary jinx it too much. Yeah, that red armor has more health there, so I have to do like that kind of crazy sequence to take him out. And then this guy's here. I would actually just run past them usually, but it is kind of risky. It is kind of risky. Yeah, getting a little caught up here. Yeah, because I mean he chased me and stuff. That was interesting. Did he die? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna come down here. You got a guaranteed armor right here, and then also you have a hidden one up here. And so when you have gold armor and this weapon, now it can charge 2 levels of magic. So this weapon also gives us access to magic. And you charge magic by hitting stuff, and you charge it faster by using your melee attacks. Yeah, so we got lightning magic. That's from standard lightning magic that like the Lance has from the Ghost and Goblin games. And then the level 2 is double fire dragon that you can control across the screen. I'm gonna try to get that charged up here, and then once I have that charged, it'll be lights out. The boulder, okay, here we go, let's use it. When the boss hits those boulders in the ground, they can be low, fast boulders or high bouncing boulders, and then you'll use like those napalms in the front, on the back. Then meanwhile, like there's spawns, there's bats that randomly come out of the boss, and yeah, it's a lot of junk. The dragons do like an intense amount of damage, like severe damage if it hits. So the dragons are super good. And yeah, you can actually control them a little bit as well. I didn't really need to there. So yeah, did not take a hit in that level, so I got a perfect, so I got an extra life for beating the level, which is sick. And now I have to take the left path this time. Left path. So this is gonna be like a water level. This first screen is pretty random, but let's see what we can do here. You can just get hit here if the game is really feeling like it. But looking clean, looking clean. A lot of these G&G games, when you're playing them for speed, it does help you survive. If you wait at all on that previous screen, bad things happen. All sorts of stuff just can crap on you there. And if you have played the PSP Ghosts and Goblins game, Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins, you'd recognize this music. Of course, a lot of the music is just taken from other pre-existing games and such, pre-existing Ghosts and Goblins stuff. But yeah, this is a track from Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. It's for like a cave type level. So here the boss is just luckily giving me a good pattern there, and then there's an Easter egg here for Ariel to appear, and then that boat in the background is actually a reference to Little Mermaid on the NES. That boat is like the same boat, it's just better pixel graphics. So that's a little Easter egg there, and then there's also another hidden one up there. So there's some hidden one-ups throughout the game, so I'll get these when I can. And since I have the pogo... Oh god, my game's lagging. Since I have the pogo, I can just skip these enemies. They're a lot harder to skip without. Then in this section, I'm just gonna hit these giant hands down, and then they'll stay down long enough for me to pass by. But it was crazy though, playing this game back in like 2016. The game was being updated like every day or every week for like a year or 2 years, and then finally we got the last update. That was Halloween of 2018. I already forget, but it's already been a long time ago since the last update. And I think we're not getting any more updates, so yeah. There's the fire dragon again. And then just emphatically using the pogo, emphatically using the fire dragon. And yeah, the boss just goes down. Pretty tough boss when you don't have the fire dragon. Because it has like these frogs that spawn on the left and the right. Right, and they spawn like every like 4 seconds, so it's really hard to predict. So if you get cornered on the left or right, it can get so bad. So bad. Yeah, I think I know why my game's lagging a bit though. I think we'll make it. We'll make it through. It's no problem. Yeah, so the red birds can like take a crap on you randomly. The blue ones do not take a crap. Some of these enemies are fixed, like that one of those blue birds there was fixed to like help me make that jump. That was cool. The pig puked on the other enemy and killed it for me. Oh wait, no, I don't think that was the interaction. It was the guillotine, or not, the spike floor trap. Yeah, the spike floor trap I think got activated. I don't know, something killed that enemy. But yeah, the hazards can hit the enemies, which is really nice. And also like bosses can also like hit each other. Alright, we're getting some good pogo in there. We're just gonna damage him a bunch, and then we'll pop the fire dragon here. Fire dragon. So with the gestures, you do have the butt wiggle. That's the classic. So you have the butt wiggle. We use that. We also have the point and beckon, and then the point up. And then the gestures change slightly depending if you're not in your armor. The up gesture when you're out of your armor is a wave, Arthur waves. I like the gesture button, gives you something to do when there's not much going on. Nope, don't want that anymore. So gold armor, so this guy's here in the second loop, but with gold armor you can just pogo over him. And then there's like 2 enemies here that I skipped in the first loop, and I'm gonna skip them again. Whoa, 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 my game's skipping. Yeah, so those guys are gonna attempt to chase me, and sometimes they do catch up. Sometimes they do get you, but usually if I keep moving, probably not gonna take a hit here. Yeah, because those big giant guys have a ton of HP. They're really tough to take out without taking a hit, so you can just do that skip, which is really good. Remember, the boss are going to have a little more HP. They're going to have some variations to their attacks as well. No! Well, I got too excited because I saw that magic get charged. But the boss was still flying around. Oh. Okay, yeah. So the boss can, like, continuously do the swoop like that. I thought he might get over me. But yeah, that's one of the the loop 2 changes. But yeah, there's not much for checkpoints in this game, typically, so I'm gonna redo the whole level now. Ooh, getting the random gold armor drop though, that's super helpful. Yeah, because redoing this level with the steel armor is not good. It's pretty slow, and I can also repeatedly die, kind of easily. Yeah, but if you play in the game's Squire difficulty, which is the easiest difficulty, there's 3 difficulties, it will add an additional checkpoint on the levels. So I recommend playing that difficulty starting out. The spider that comes down in all these spawns, like that spider is probably the most annoying enemy here. Oh god. Because yeah, it just got in the way and it made me like stay back, so I almost got hit by the red armor. Alright. Take two. I'll get him this time. That was kind of a bad goof up back there. Okay, we'll hit him with the dragon here. Okay, I got some damage. That was not bad. Getting some damage is good. Oop, a little late on that. There he goes. And then there's one up here. I'll get this as well. And I technically got my life back I spent from dying because I got it perfect. So, whatever. I'm still up one life after that level because of the 1-up. Alright, so this stage is final level once again, and there'll be some more bosses after, but this level does not play around. They turn up the spawn rate of the enemies even more, and there's like 4 enemy types trying to kill you here. They're like always swarming you. Oops, I didn't do that quite right. Thankfully, I didn't get punished. Almost did though. Ah, I didn't hit that fireball, dang it. Darn. Yeah, I missed that fireball. You're fairly powerless against the armors when you're when you don't have any armor, because you just have to wait for them to go low. Yeah, so this is pretty tough. I'm in a bad spot here. Now we fight this armor. Oh. I'm hanging on. He's got a few more hits. You can listen to the demon here, the red armor. You can actually listen to him in stereo here. the wing flap sounds are in stereo, so you can know which side he's on when he's flying around off screen. I don't know where he is. This is kind of taking a while. He's really trolling it up. Finally. Actually, if I take too long in this level, an enemy will come that another red armor will come. Nice. Let me backflip him there, and we're gonna fight this one. The gold one is like the toughest armor. He's the king shit armor. That's why he's got gold. As you know, in this game, gold is really good. And almost dead. Are you not dead yet? This might be wasting too much time right now. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, he's trolling. Oh my god, stop. Anyway, a red armor can come that is invincible if you take too long. So you just have to like deal with that and kill like whatever you're fighting at the time. I don't know, it's gonna be a little close. I'm gonna be able to get gold armor back. There's a guaranteed green chest here, and there's also a red chest as well. Oops. Red, green. I think we should be fine with gold armor. We're basically just gonna do the same strat, even though it's a little less consistent, but still gonna bait out these sword slashes. Boss has some new abilities that we'll use when it's kind of getting lower on health. And then if I get really close, I can push her back. Oh, my game just lagged on me, so I couldn't do anything. Wow. Wow, that was pretty trolly. That sucked. Wasn't expecting like the double jump thing, and my game like lagged right when I needed to do something. So that didn't help. Anyway, do the level again. Only gotta do the hardest level in the game again. It'll be fine. Oh yeah. You can also like manipulate the chest to get an armor, but I've already messed it up because I already opened up the first one, but if you don't open 4 of them and then break the 5th, it's a guaranteed armor. Yeah, bad news there. I don't like fighting from this position because I basically have to fight the boss. I have to like not take any hits at that point to fight the boss in gold armor. Kind of difficult. I'm probably better off just taking the death. Anyway, so I'm not gonna open up this time. Gotta back up when he gets that close. And we gotta get this one. No. Really worried there of that skeleton jumping at the wrong moment. Because I don't want to break that chest. But it did avoid to break it. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Exactly what I wanted to happen there. That's the 4th chest. So the next chest is our 5th. So this is a guaranteed armor drop now. Now we can pogo the first armor there now, and now we just have to deal with this one. Alright. Ah, crap. I don't like this, because if boulders fall down in random spots here, if I get trapped like this, a boulder can hit me and I can't do anything about it except use magic. But it's fine. Right, so I actually almost have the fire dragon ready to go. My game's continuing to lag a little bit. So far it hasn't hurt me too much. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this phase 1 dead proper this time. Yes, get her, push her back now, push her back. Why is she not going back? Go back, go back, go back. Thank you. I need a little more space for doing this. Okay. And then I'll just use the fire dragon on this form. The hog competition, I know. Just need the boss to come over a little bit here. It could have been better. Okay, that's good. I love the voice clips. They take a lot of the Arthur clips from, I think, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Arthur. Because he has a voice in that. Pretty good, right? Okay, so now at Azazel, you do need the fireball weapon. If you don't have the fireball weapon, you redo the previous level until you get it. But yeah, coming in here with gold armor, definitely a good call. The feet now can have shock waves when they land on the ground. Oh, be careful. Oh god. Nice. So thankfully I charged up lightning in time there, because yeah, that was good. Going to town with that gold armor. Build up that meter with the melee. Gonna get that dragon charged up. Got that dragon charged up. Just gonna use it. Alright, we got some damage, which is good. Oh god, my game lag. Yeah, isn't the little twerk for doing damage so good? So good. Oh, the humiliation kill. Okay, now you can go to the true last boss is. It's the mini boss and the game's true final boss. Only after you learned an extremely hard second playthrough that you can't use continues to learn. Yeah, it took a while to get good enough to do that. Anyway, I got another extra life here. We'll save that for later. And then, yeah, so this guy is like super random. This is, I call him Evil Arthur. He can just fuck you up if he wants. Get away from me. I'm just gonna use this because he's too close. Maybe you can use the magic to get out of the corner for free. But he'll just kind of walk you down. Okay, that was good actually. That was good. You want him to use this attack right here. So he brings out the buddies, and that allows you to get some free hits. Oh, that was good. But yeah, that guy really sucks. Super random. You can just take a hit, and there's nothing you can do. Thankfully, that was not what happened this time. And it's King Breeger, the game's true final boss. Hit him and get him in the face a lot. Yeah, this is the dude in the Gargoyles Quest games. He's the king of the underworld. We're working on phase 1 right now. He's using some random attacks. All of his attacks have tells though, so I am just watching the tells. Now we're on phase 2. Oh crap. Well, that was no good. I don't know why I goofed up so bad there. Oh god, my game lagged. My game lagged, so I just jumped forward. Yeah, the game usually doesn't lag like this. Anyway, so no benefit of the gold armor this time. But I can get a gold armor drop from that first chest. Yeah, so one more move I didn't talk about was a parry. Dang it. So you can jump off of enemies with a well-timed jump. So I'll do that. I'll do that on him when he does the sword across the screen usually. It does okay damage, but it's just a nice tool. One more nice tool to have. Ah, man. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, he just does a backflip there, and like I was trying to switch sides, and I tried to jump off his head, but it didn't work. I think if I might have got the jump off the head, maybe I could have avoided that. I don't know. Okay, so he's using this. It didn't work out. I was like too cornered. Damn it. Ah. Man, I wasn't. They got me. That one leaped forward so far. Alright. Come on. Gold armor. I'll get the extra life since I want to charge up my lightning anyways. There are some enemies here I can charge up the magic if I really want to be really greedy, I could charge up Fire Dragon, but it takes a while when you do it like this. So I'm just gonna get Lightning. So we'll have one get out of jail free when he sends me when we go to the corner with this guy. Alright, that should be fine. Yeah, one get out of jail free. I have to use it already. That's all that's for, is just the one. Okay, he's going when it's good when he does that a bunch. Oh god. Okay. And of course when you get too close to Breeger, he does like smash his foot out on you. Okay, this should be good here. Gold armor, Breeger is really good setup. I just flubbed up back there, mostly. I can destroy the small fireballs, but not the big one. And this random, like how many of these fireballs he'll do out of the knee. Yeah, so you just did 2 there. Ooh, nice. Okay, now we're on phase 2. I'm gonna make sure to use that Fire Dragon this time. No! Holy shit, my game lagged again the same way as before. I better use that magic before my game lags on me. And I miss another jump. God damn. Okay, so you can do that with the pogo. That's his super attack. It's a one-hit kill beam. He's almost dead, and there he goes. Alright, Breeger down. Alright, GG. Alright, so we got through it. Yeah, so it's a great game, and yeah, I hope you guys got a good taste of this one. Really difficult, but does have a very high skill ceiling for action platformer fans, and fans of the Ghosts and Goblins series will like this game for sure. It is a free download on PC, but you can pay $4 for a paid version. I do recommend that version because it has better controller support and better video mode support, but essentially more or less the same thing. But yeah, thanks for the GGs. I'm not sure who the queen was, but that was King Breeger. Yes, he could. Yeah, I mean, someone's got to take the throne. Okay, you can take the throne, and not important can take the throne. But yeah, it's crazy how good one guy made a platformer game like this, and Bonus Jay-Z is the man. So yeah, guys, check it out. First, we're just doing the credits here. We'll let them finish out here, and we'll get our stats at the end. But yeah, not too bad of a run. There's even a harder difficulty, King mode, which I didn't play. But that one is like, that is rough. But yeah, glad I could show this game for this marathon. And we'll grab our stats here. And then I'll just, I'll be ready to sign out. Oh wait, for first this cutscene and then the stats. So anyway, like Arthur has a baby. Meanwhile, Princess Brin. And if you beat the game in gold armor, like you get to stay in gold armor. And there's like other like challenge runs you can do in this too. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, so here's our clear time: 51:53, 71 chests open, 6 lives lost. All right, 2.6 million points. All right, guys, so that was fun. Thanks for having me, and I'll see you next time.
All right. GG.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so we're going to be moving on to the next one, which will be Cosming, running Rockman for Burst Chaser X Air Sliding.